Hey Brandon, good afternoon. This is Collin Costello with Sentra Nissan. I just wanted to reach out to you. Thank you for taking my call today, and thank you especially for your interest in a 2020 Nissan Sentra. I wanted to take a moment to virtually introduce you to the vehicle, so let's take a quick look, shall we? So as an upgrade for the 2020, we have a new 2.0 liter inline four-cylinder engine. The previous model had a 1.8. What you're going to get with this new engine is a premium of 32 additional horsepower than the previous model. As always, this vehicle is going to be mated to our Xtronic CVT system. What that is, Brandon, it's a CVT. It's a continuously variable transmission system. This is a little bit different from a traditional fixed gear automatic transmission system. What it's going to provide to you is that seamless application of power through the power band. You're not going to notice any of those shift shocks. You're not going to notice any of that lurching back and forth as it moves between those various fixed points. It's going to provide you with really seamless and smooth driving. So you can see it's got a wider, lower stance. We've got the wider V-motion grille right here in keeping with Nissan's new design aesthetic across our model lineup. So you're going to get this great sporty look, this newly redesigned body style. I think they hit the vehicle out of the park with the newly redesigned features and body style and the overall look of the vehicle for you too. We mentioned on the phone call that you're looking for something that's going to have leather interior, you're going to have something that's going to have heated front seats, and then we're also going to have a sunroof for you as well. And you mentioned you've got two young kids, so obviously safety is going to be paramount for you. So I wanted to kind of demonstrate a couple of the features that you're going to have in those vehicles and point out those benefits that you're going to have on your test drive. So what you're going to have is the Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is a suite of 6 safety technologies that are going to help keep you, your passengers, and indeed other motorists and pedestrians safe. The first of those that I wanted to point out for you is the automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. What you're going to have here, Brandon, is a camera. It's going to serve as a second set of eyes for you. It's going to look ahead. It's going to notice if there's any objects in your direction of travel, if you're either other vehicles or in fact other pedestrians. So what this is going to do is it's going to look ahead. If it determines that a vehicle has stopped in front of you unexpectedly or pulled out in front of you suddenly, or if someone steps off the curb into your direction of travel, the vehicle is going to recognize that and it's actually going to start that braking process for you. One of the other 6 safety features that we have is the high beam assist. This is going to automatically switch the vehicle from the high beams to the low beams as you have a vehicle approaching, or if you are pulling up behind someone so you're not blinding them or anything like that. One of the other safety technologies that we have is the lane departure warning with haptic steering feedback. This is going to help prevent you from drifting out of your lane of travel. It's actually going to apply the brakes to the outside edge on both the front and the rear wheels. It's going to help guide you back into that lane very, very gently for you. It's also going to give you that warning through that haptic steering feedback. What that's going to do, it's actually going to buzz that steering wheel for you so you can determine, oh, I'm looking to drift out of my lane here. I better redirect my direction of travel. Another thing back here, we have in the rear quarter panel here, we've got the blind spot detectors. That's going to be your blind spot warnings. They're going to be indicated inside through a series of lights. I'll point those out when we're inside. What that's going to do, it's going to help monitor your blind spot, determine if there's a vehicle there, and it's going to help you have that awareness situationally of what's going on outside of the vehicle. Also, so back here at the rear, this is where you're going to have the camera for the rear view monitor. As you can see, it's mounted up underneath this bumper protector here. It's going to prevent any impact or any damage to that camera system that you're going to have. Also, you mentioned you've got a family, you're taking them out on trips and things like that. You're going to want to make sure you have enough space for all the things you're taking with you. This 2020 Sentra has a very large trunk. It's 14.3 cubic feet. We also back here, Brandon, have a 60-40 split folding second row. So the release levers for those are actually going to be interior on the vehicle. They're going to be over the shoulder of those rear seats. Pull those up, slide those forward, and throw the golf clubs back there. Anything that you're going to have needs a little bit additional space. Also here towards the back, Brandon, we have the rear automatic emergency braking. So there are these sensors located in the rear bumper that are going to monitor if there's a stationary object behind you as you're backing up. And if you approach that object, you'll see it on the rear view monitor. You also hear it with the available rear parking sensors that we do have with that audio feedback. But if you don't respond to any of those, the vehicle will actually apply the brakes for you and hopefully help prevent a rear collision with any stationary object behind the vehicle. Towards the side here, you can see, kind of in keeping with that Nissan design language, we've got the floating roof line here. We've got the body-colored door handles. We've got the 16-inch aluminum alloy wheels on this SV trim level. Also, this one is the SV with the available premium package, which is going to give you a lot of extra features and some interior components as well. Let me show you some of my favorite things. So Brandon, as I mentioned, this one is the SV with the available premium package. I know that you were wanting to have one with the leather interior. As you can see, this has got this beautiful tan quilted leather interior right here. Really luxurious interior for the Sentra. Gives a great luxury feel. You also have these zero gravity seats. These are class specific. We're the only vehicle in the model, the competitors that are out there in the class that are going to have these zero gravity seats. What these are going to do, they're going to prevent that undue stress or wear on any of your stress points that you're going to have while you're driving the vehicle. It's going to help reduce your fatigue. It's going to help keep you comfortable on those long distance drives. A couple other things I wanted to point out. As I mentioned, the blind spot warnings, those indicators are going to be here in the A pillar, and then again on the other side. Those are going to illuminate and stay on as long as you have someone in your blind spot. If you're to turn in your turn signal on either side of the vehicle, if someone's in your blind spot, that's going to beep and flash to help keep your awareness there for you too. A couple other things I wanted to point out. If we get into the vehicle here, get it started up. You've got this large tablet-style display that's going to dominate this center spar here. So you can see Nissan has taken great care into making sure this is a very driver-centric vehicle. Everything just falls very easy to hand. You're not going to be hunting for any buttons. You're not going to be trying to figure out where the controls are at. Everything's just laid out very, very intuitively for you. We've got the dual-zone climate control available on the SV. We also have this tablet-style display here, which is going to be your controls for your media, Bluetooth, available Sirius XM radio, also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, which allows for seamless integration with your smartphone technologies, including navigation, any hands-free text messaging, things like that. Of course, the vehicle does come standard with Bluetooth as well. So you're going to have a lot of that just controlled right here on this center display. Between the two analog dials, I'll show you this right quick, Brandon. What we're going to have is what we call the Advanced Driver Assist display. This is a driver-focused display that's going to help you determine a lot of different information about the vehicle. You're going to have things as I toggle through using this 4-directional keypad. This is more or less your home screen where you're going to have a digital readout of your speedometer. We also have your average and instant fuel economy. We have your tire pressure monitoring system. This vehicle also features Easy Fill Tire Alert, another vehicle-specific feature that we're going to have more than any other competitors out there. We're also going to have the media that you're playing, so it's going to show you what radio station you're listening to, any media you've got streaming through your Bluetooth technology there. We also have the indicators for that Safety Shield 360, things like the forward emergency braking, automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, etc. We've got your warnings page, and then you've got your settings where you can control a lot of those different settings to the vehicle, kind of customize things to your specifications. And then we're back to the home screen here. A couple other things I wanted to point out. This is one of my favorite features. We have the intelligent cruise control. This is radar guided adaptive cruise. What this allows the vehicle to do is to automatically adjust your speed to the flow of traffic in front of you. If you set this system, it's millimeter radar guided. It's going to determine the speed of the vehicle in front of you and bring you down to their following speed and hold you at a fixed following distance that you can choose, toggling through the various distances there. So Brandon, I wanted to show you about the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. Again, that seamless integration with your smartphone technologies. So I've got an iPhone here, so I'll show you this process. It's very, very simple. With a cord that you have, just going to be your charging cable, you plug that into the main USB port behind the climate control dials right here, and then you just simply plug in the phone. It takes a couple of minutes to connect and to communicate. You're going to get this prompt here: would you like to use Apple CarPlay with this device? Go ahead and select yes. Hit OK. At that second prompt there, it does take a second to connect here, and once this does, you're going to notice that all of the functionality that you have on your phone is going to be displayed here just like so. So you can see you've got the navigation, you've got your media, any Apple Music that you're listening to, hands-free phone, Siri eyes-free, so that way you can access Siri voice commands and access anything on your phone right here. It'll show you various points of interest on the map here, just as it would through Apple Maps or Google Maps, whatever you have. The Android Auto system does work very similar to this. It provides that seamless connectivity right there for you too. And Brandon, another thing that you mentioned during our phone call is that you've got two young kids, both still in car seats. So I wanted to show one of the features that Nissan is very proud to offer that's going to make installing and having those car seats in there very, very convenient and safe for you too. This is called our Latch system, or lower anchors and tethers for children. What we're going to have is 3 dynamic mounting points. They're going to be 2 in between the seat pan and the seat back here. It'll allow for easy installation of a compatible car seat. There's also going to be a 3rd mounting point back here behind the headrest that allows for those 3 mounting points. So that your kids are very, very safe in the vehicle. So Brandon, another thing I wanted to point out about the new 2020 Sentra is its tremendous fuel economy. 39 mpg on the highway, 33 combined. So you're going to have a lot of fuel economy in this vehicle. Also, to help out with that, we do have a secondary driving mode right here, which you can choose. This is going to be your eco mode. What that's going to do, it's going to limit your throttle sensitivity. It's going to back off that fuel, that climate control a little bit to help maximize your fuel economy on those long distance drives or cruising to highway speeds. So Brandon, in summary, the 2020 Nissan Sentra is going to give you that perfect marriage of luxury appointments, safety technology and driving features, and also that dynamic styling that's new to the Sentra. We'd certainly love to have you here at the dealership. Please feel free to contact me if you'd like to stop by for a test drive, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.